Mackinnon tries to play it behind the net. Bears got it in the corner. And McDavid comes right back to the net behind the play. And he's flying through center. He goes around the outside, passes in front, and big save. François. Puljujarvi could not pull the trigger. Out comes Winnipeg. Appleton throws into the corner, and now he's got it. Fighting with McDavid. Winnipeg sends it across the other side. Shot. Appleton behind the net, sends it out front again. McDavid's now got it. Whistle. Oh, the puck went in on the Edmonton's bench. Puljujarvi didn't pull the trigger. Had a good chance there. Alright, I'll pull up all the rest of my windows here. KC still winning. Good. No against Grossi. That's not going to be good. Here we are. Okay, so for out of count scores, this will be late game again. So most games will end before this, but New Jersey's got a 2-0 lead over the Islanders with 6:31 left. Islanders and Pittsburgh tied with 6:10 left in the third. Nashville is trailing the Stars 2-0 with 9:10 left in the second. LA is up with 10 minutes left in the second, 4-1 over St. Louis. San Jose has got a 3-1 lead over Minnesota with 9:40 remaining. Anaheim's up 2-0 over Colorado with 9:10. That's surprising. And then there's the finished games, which we'll go through in a bit. We are back. They're showing Dylan DeMello. There we are. Hopefully it's so quiet you can hear it. Okay. So Winnipeg controls and fires it into the zone. Little backhand. Sends it around. They're still controlling in the zone. Scheifele's fighting it. Scheifele still got it going towards the blue line. Trips it off to Kopp. He does a spin move. Sends it into the middle, but they can't get a shot off. Scheifele over to Wheeler. Can't get a shot off. And they get a shot that time, and Koskinen holds on. It was Panik. Panik with that nice spin move, not Kopp, sorry. Puljujarvi bit hard on it. Oh, shot just missed there off the face-off on the Winnipeg win. That time Kopp just gets the line, holds it back. Ehlers sends it in deeper, and now he's got it himself. Tries to send it back to Kopp in the middle. Kassian will send it in. How's that icy? Did he not touch that ever? Wow, Stastny just held him off, I guess, the whole way. I thought Kassian touched it somewhere over the red line there, but the last man down the rink too. Still arguing. Alright, looks like we're ready to face off. To the right of, oh, not quite, but to the right of Koskinen. And now we've got it, and Edmonton wins. And they try and cycle it by in their own net. Oh, Winnipeg chopped at it and got it near the net, and out front, and they score a one-timer from behind the net. Scheifele, I believe, to, I'm not sure who number 17 is yet. We will find out if she's enough, though, because he's got the first goal. Yeah, that's, you can't really blame Koskinen there, but why was he wide open? Lowry. Lowry's got it. Shouldn't have been that wide open. Can't blame Koskinen on that one. That is usually how they start, though. And we got 9:13 left in the first, and a 1-0 Winnipeg lead. And it looks like we're heading to a commercial break. Alright. Obviously. So the out-of-town scoreboard of completed games then is Chicago beating Detroit 6-2, Buffalo beating Washington 4-3 in a shootout, Las Vegas beating Arizona 1-0, and Toronto beating Calgary 3-2. I'll be right back. Cocoon. Number 21, Cocoon. He's one of the new guys I'm gonna have to watch out for. Looks like they just came back from commercial break. Also gonna be following the booty game, which is now second goal Kansas City, 31-15 with 8:22 remaining. And it's gonna go deep, and Koskinen will cover, and they'll have another face-off to his right. It's gonna be some good highlights to watch tonight, except for the Toronto-Calgary one. Not looking forward to that, but Koskinen stops behind his own net. Bears got it. Tries a risky pass up the top. That's going all the way down the ice. But when McDavid almost beat it out. I mean, what wouldn't McDavid beat out? It's surprising he didn't. But that will be icing, and we're going to have yet another face-off in the Edmonton zone. Sorry, back. Edmonton's got it behind their own zone. Or net, sorry. Out to the point, Winnipeg takes a shot. Looks like Koskinen's got it. And we're going to have another face-off. Wheeler was knocked down in front of the net. Alright. So Winnipeg changes their line. And they flip it up. Healers passes it back. Now he's got it crossing the blue line. Holds up, shot. The shot by Koskinen, I think that's in. Here we are. That's 2 goals, and I think that's caught this time. This is... Edmonton better get this under control here. It was caught. Nice goal. It was a very nice goal. Stastny, if not, he chipped it in, but Healer got the shot. Koskinen made the initial save. There's a rebound out. Stastny hit it up. No, I think it's Stastny. Unless... No, okay, it is Copp. Those sticks were pretty close there. In that one angle, it almost looked like Stastny, but every other angle makes it look like it's Andrew Copp. And we have a 2-0 game. But Edmonton has called the ref over. And I think they're going to allow a face-off. Or are they challenging? I don't think that was hit up in the air. It's hit there. It's never hit. There's never contact. Yeah, I don't see. Okay, so it's hit there. Oh, there's a little contact with the glove. Yeah. Yeah, incidental, I think, but we will see. Hello and welcome. So it looks like it is going to be under review. There's a little contact there with the glove. I have to agree. The shot went in and bounced way up high, and it looks like Kopp's stick may have made contact with Koskinen's glove. It's just whether he forced it into Koskinen's glove or it was just incidental that they were both going to the puck at the same place at the same time. It was called a goal on the ice, so it's going to have to be conclusive to overturn it. And if they fail on this, of course they will get a delay of game penalty. So this is pretty important. I mean, it's clear that there is contact. It's just going to be whether it's not like he put his stick into him. The puck was there and they both came to the same spot. So I don't know. I think when a puck is loose, everyone has equal go at it. If it was under his pad or already in his glove at some point, then I think they'd have a better argument. But there's a reason I'm not an NHL ref. They are definitely taking their time looking at it. And the two head refs are discussing it. We're at 6:32 left in the first. This could be a big momentum swing. If they can bring it back to 1-0, that's great for the Oilers. But if this fails and it's 2-0 and a power play for Winnipeg, that's going to be a tough first period to overcome. Not impossible. It's only first period. It's an early game, but not an ideal position. Yeah, Koskinen's limbering up because this is definitely taking a little while. I mean, that is a good sign for Edmonton, that it is taking a while. I think if they came back right away, it would be like, all right, culinary stands. We have a good goal, but it almost looks like Koskinen grabs the stick a bit. Once he's missed the puck, here we are. No goal. There we are. They're gonna call that goaltender interference, and we are still 2-1 or 1-0. Winnipeg is not happy with that, but you don't need to show the replay again. You've already showed it 30 times. Alright, so we are finally underway, and Edmonton stinks it in quick. Now Connor tries to break out, sends it deep, and Scheifele fights for it. Sends it back to Connor, sends it deep in the corner for Scheifele again. Back to the point, Panik, and across, and a low shot. Koskinen with a low pad save. And now Edmonton's breaking out. We got Puljujarvi flipping it into the center. I think McDavid tried to work some magic. No, that wasn't. McDavid's got it now. He's passing. Tried to get it over to Puljujarvi, but it bounces bare from the shot from the point. Now Puljujarvi brings it again back to the point, back in deep. Tried to get it McDavid, but it doesn't work, and Winnipeg clears the zone, and he'll get a change. Bear's got it behind his own net. He's pressured, gets hit, but gets the puck away. Nugent Hopkins sends it in, circles back, and Winnipeg comes away with it. Sends it back to Stanley. Not Stanley. Stanley's got it again, and up the middle. It's chipped in deep into the corner, and they're fighting for it. And there's the goal scorer. Lowry's got it. The goal that counted. And he's fighting behind the net, and he's pushing his man down. Man, he's towering over people. They're still fighting in the corner. Now he's blocked it, keeps it in at the point. He's having a good shift. And Winnipeg's fighting, but now Edmonton's got it, and they're going to peel out of their own zone. Head man pass. Cassian's chasing. And now Winnipeg once again. Josh Morrissey sends it up, and they're breaking out. Tried a centering pass, but that's blocked. And now later comes in Josh Morrison, a trailer. That's the word I was coming for. So a trailer comes in and shoots, but that does not go in. Winnipeg's got some good pressure now along the half boards. Out to the center, shot from the point, and Koskinen's got it. He'll hold on, and he looks a little hurt. He fell over a little. Oh no, I guess he's fine now. He's just embellishing the save, not an injury. But that shot from Morrissey, that was a good shot too. He should have corralled the rebound, but it was a good save. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Check on the football game now. We've got 4 minutes and 8 seconds left. And Buffalo is trailing by 17. It's 21-38. And looks like they Allen just got a touchdown. That was a pass to Isaiah McKenzie for 6 yards at 4:11. So it's 4:08. They probably just kicked off. LA's now at 5-1. San Jose's still 3-2 over Minnesota. Anaheim's up 2-0 on Colorado. And Dallas is up 2-1 over Nashville. All those games are in the second intermission. And the earlier ones, Chicago beat Detroit 6-2. Buffalo beat Washington 4-3. Vegas beat Arizona 1-0. And Toronto beat Calgary 3-2. Yes. I think most people are cheering against Brady at this point. It's pretty remarkable. But I think the fact that Green Bay got 2 interceptions that late in the game and they didn't make them pay, I don't know. You can't let them off the hook twice in a row. It was twice in a row like Tom Brady threw an interception and he didn't get points on the board. Can't do that. Alright, so it's 13 shots now, and we are back from the intermission here. And it is still in the Edmonton zone. Nurse tried to get it out, but it doesn't quite get there. Caught behind the net. Kopp sends it back to the point, and it's crossed to Morrissey. Morrissey bobbles it, but sends a shot in. They try and tip it. It does get by Draisaitl. Back to the point, shot again. Koskinen's got the save. They try and chip it out. This time they do. Ehlers kind of brings it back to his own blue line. And now it's Morrissey behind his own net. Neal's in front. Neal's putting on pressure, and it comes up. Almost caused an interception, but Winnipeg gets it, goes to the net, crashes the net. Koskinen is knocked on his keister. And out comes Edmonton. Shot from the point, easily handled. Neal fighting in the corner with it. And Winnipeg gets it out as far as center, hacks at it, and it's going to go all the way behind the net. Koskinen puts it out to the side. Oh, Winnipeg stole it there. Shot across. Wow, Koskinen with a nice stick. I think that was his glove or the shoulder of his glove hand, but it was a nice save regardless. Winnipeg's now got it back in their own net. 2:06 remaining. centering pass. Connor's got it on the wing now. Nurse is on him. McDavid now has the puck, pushes it up, and gets a quick return pass from Puljujarvi, and he is off like he does. Circles around but sends the puck out to the center, but I believe he caused the penalty. There is definitely a delayed penalty, a call on Winnipeg, holding. And since McDavid was on the ice, I'm sure it was because someone was trying to slow him down, because man, that kid goes from 0 to a million miles an hour like nothing. I'd like to see where Connor was at the end. Yeah, it was Wheeler. I'd like to see where Connor was at the end of that play, because they started off pretty even deep in the zone, and McDavid made it around the net and was coming back out to get the puck, and I bet you Connor was barely at the blue line. Alright, so the Edmonton power play is 13 seconds longer than the period. So let's see if they can even it up before they go. Neal sends it around to McDavid. McDavid high on the boards. It gets chipped, and Winnipeg will clear it down the ice. $1:30 left in the game. Koskinen leaves it behind his net. Brody, or no, it's Brody. Who's that? 22. I'm gonna have to look that up. McDavid gets it, weaves a man, gets into the corner, sends it around. They try and get it back to him, but it goes past. It's now at the point. And it goes to McDavid. McDavid passes it across, back to the point, back down to Draisaitl. Draisaitl back to the point. Shot, it is blocked, and it is not cleared, but they will clear it out. And they killed some time, but he kind of got trapped like he didn't want. Draisaitl tripped, got a stick in there. Draisaitl's causing some issues, and it's back to the point. Edmonton now controlling in the zone. Draisaitl's got it on the near boards. Sends it back up the half wall to the point. McDavid working the other point, apparently, and he tries to come in to get a give and go, but it does not work. They try and send it over the boards, but it goes right to Draisaitl's stick. 19 seconds, a huge shot. Morrissey blocks it, but he goes down. He goes down. That looked like it hit him right in the shin guards. And if you get hit, oh, he turned this time. They put it back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl took the same shot, and he turned this time. But he was there, and it's the same one. You can see he doesn't want to block Draisaitl's shot this time, and the period comes to an end. And he is still kicking his leg, trying to get blood flowing back to it. That, oh, man. Sort of took it off the skate, and then the second time it looked like he took it off the shin. So there is the end of the first period, and it looks like we have a 1-0 lead. So we are in the first intermission. So while we're doing that, I think we should check out the football game. See how that's panning out. Might be over by now. Let's go on. Oh, 3:37 left. Bills are, I don't know. Looks like there was another score each way. Or, well, Bills are threatening to score. But they are down 38-21. I cannot. This would be the greatest comeback I have witnessed if this was to happen. I don't think so. Oh, it's not even English in this one. Got to go. Ooh, things are getting rough. Flags are thrown. 3:19. 3 timeouts each. As I said, Kansas City's up 38-21. We got Josh Allen. He was in the shotgun, and he got flooded, and they pushed him, and they sacked him way back at his own, the Kansas City 40. So he looks like he lost a good 15 yards there. Oh, and then he threw the ball and hit the guy that sacked him in the head. Oh, Josh Allen. That's gonna be an unsportsmanlike. As if it wasn't bad enough he just got sacked for 15. He might take another 15 for an unsportsmanlike. That's gonna push you back 30 yards in one play. That's not the direction you want to be going. I can't believe he did that. You're already sacked. The play's already over. You can't do that. Yeah, he's down, play stopped, and he flips it right into his head. Oh yeah, they all saw it. Kansas City sideline erupts. Oh, but the flags didn't actually come up till the Bill guy smashed the other guy. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I don't actually think Hellebuck did really good last night, but I don't think Hellebuck's in net. I thought what's his name was in net tonight. Let's just check. Brassois, Laurent Brassois is in net tonight. But yeah, I think Hellebuck did damn good last night. He's the way he's playing so far this season. He's looking like the Vesna caliber goalie from last was it last season or 2 seasons ago? He won the Vesna. It's looking damn good. I think you're safe with him. As long as you don't have Koskinen in here. I think he's just gonna get tired. They gotta get. I don't know. I don't know what they can get. It seems all the good goalies that made the waivers. They didn't claim any of them. Like who did Montreal got? Um, the old St. Louis goalie, Allen. Jake. No, I'm thinking about Josh Allen because watching football. It's Jake Allen, right? They're just very similar names. Jake Allen. Why didn't Why didn't they make a play on them? I don't know. Yeah, there was a couple goalies, and every time they didn't go to Edmonton, I was like, what the heck are they doing? Maybe Smith's injury's not as bad as, but I thought they put him on the long-term injured reserve. They're still talking about this call. I don't think that's good for Josh Allen. That was. Hey. Arguing. Still arguing. Oh my god. No doubt. That's some. You got all the good goalies. Was no one else drafting goalies? Holy. This is the one thing about football that really is annoying, though, is that seriously, this intermission might be over for the Oiler Jets game before they make the call here. Oh, there you go. Personal foul. Personal foul. Oh, it looks like one foul against the Chiefs. 2 fouls. All were declined. Alright, so where are they actually going to place the ball? So is it back on the 40 where he got dropped? Mahomes just. That's 4th, and they're kicking him, trying to kick a field goal, looks like. this will still leave them 2 scores behind with 3:19. That's tough to come back from. They're showing highlights of Laine. Must be talking about the trade. I think he got hurt in that Calgary game at the beginning of the season. Buffalo knocked it in. It is now 38-24. We'll see how Tortorella and Laine get along. There's already a meme that's like, Laine gets off the plane. Why are you yelling at me, coach? So we will see. I don't see how. Maybe I totally, like the market I'm in, I never see Columbus games. So maybe Pierre-Luc Dubois is amazing, but Patrick Laine was a first-tier scorer for the first 3 years of his career. He's only dropped off last year, and this year, yeah, he's only played 1 game, and didn't he get 2 goals? And then they had to throw Roslovic in there as well. I don't know. I don't see that this is a good deal for Winnipeg. Maybe it'll prove me wrong. Yeah, Toffoli, I don't know. Toffoli did amazing against Vancouver, but can he continue that pace? I've always liked him. He's a good player, but we'll see. We'll see. Because Laine is usually really good, but if he's injured, that sucks. And Morgan Riley, he can score a lot. It's all depends on the Leafs are doing. And the Leafs are doing well right now. My team's Calgary, and they lost to the Leafs today. So, oh well. I don't understand why Calgary got like a 7-game break. It's like they're just starting again. So I didn't really put a lot of stock in today's game. Alright. Let's see if they can do an onside kick. If they can do an onside kick, the game is still slightly alive. If they cannot do an onside kick, it is over. They did not do the onside kick. It's already happened. 2nd and 8. Kansas City's running it, of course, and they're going to get about 5. They still need 3. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3. I am not usually used to doing football. So we got 3 minutes and 1 second left. Looks like Buffalo is their first time out. Canada and Chiefs still have 3. And there's another penalty against the Bills, which will give first down. And that personal foul. Like again, he just pushed the guy in the face mask. The Bills are coming unraveled, and it's over. That gives them a first down. I guess they still have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Football's crazy. And it's not 100% done, but I think it's done now. Jets on Diaz, and yeah, come on, back to the game. Alright. So it's still 3:01 now. They're gonna hike it. We got Mahomes under center, 2 men behind him. Drops it to 1. he gets about 2 yards. And looks like the time has stopped, so I'm assuming the Bills, Bills used another timeout. They're down to 1. The Bills are on about the 26-yard line. Mahomes has a big shit-eating grin on his face. Walked over all nonchalantly to the sideline, said something to Andy Reid, and walks back to the huddle. Absolutely no rush. This kid's got composure. I think this is going to be a great Super Bowl. And I'd like to see, I don't know. I think this will be the last time Brady has a chance. And then after this, it's up to Mahomes to try and take Brady's crown. And I mean, he's already got 1, and this would be 2, right? Like if he can do it, 2. He's on his way to start to break some of these insane Tom Brady records. Again, I swear Mahomes walks over and like, here's 3 words, which it is. I never played football as a kid, so I don't know exactly how that works. But we're still on the commercial break. I don't know what Arcano is. Maybe seasons? Playoffs. He's 6-3, 1-0. Or maybe those are championship games. I don't know. My Spanish is really not okay. So Mahomes under center puts it over to the side, and that's another first down. Bye-bye. Yeah, he's waving. Bye-bye. They're on the 14-yard line. First and 10. Looks like it is Chiefs. So we meet the Chiefs. Two-minute warning. I think I was generous by saying that game would still be going when the intermission's over. For fuck's sakes, it might be 5 minutes into the second by the time that game's over. Showing images of downtown Winnipeg. I wonder how cold it is in Winterpeg. I live near Edmonton, and it was minus 20 today. They are minus 23. They get 3 degrees worse than us. Ah, yes. Eat it, suckers. 3 degrees. That's minus 4 in Fahrenheit. I don't have the full version of Streamlabs yet. I want to get it, but it's just another expense right now that I haven't spent, so it doesn't allow me to stream on multiple platforms. And I just have had more luck on YouTube. Maybe I will try one of my future games on Twitch. I have mainly streamed playing Fortnite and silly games on Twitch. That's what I mainly did on there. This is kind of a new venture for me. As if you see on my channel, this is, I don't know, 5th or 6th, coming up on maybe a week. So we're just seeing how it works. If it works, and starting to enjoy myself, and get a couple more viewers, then I will get the full version of Streamlabs and stream on both at the same time. It'll be beautiful. I do look forward to that. just enough to justify it to the wife that I spend it. What is the... I don't want to look on there because it might... I don't think it's that expensive. It's just... Yeah, I've only been doing it a week, so I wanted to make sure, because there's a couple of these streaming services. I do think this is the one I'm going to go with, because it is fairly easy to use and stuff. Ah, there's Prime. Join Prime. How much? Oh, you make me log in? Can't you just tell me how much? Yeah, it's only 20 bucks a month. I probably will. I didn't realize it was that cheap. Thanks for pushing me over the edge. I probably will do that. I don't know why I thought it was. I thought it was like 25 or something a month. It's actually only $12.42 if you bought it yearly. These prices are all in the U.S., but whatever. 150 bucks a year is not that bad. All right, it looks like we are finally back. We're finally ready to have a face-off. McDavid is taking it against the Ehlers. And looks like Winnipeg or Edmonton wins it back to Koskinen. There we go. Oh, it looks like Edmonton scored already. Holy smokes, I was trying to adjust the thing and looks like Nugent Hopkins has already potted one. 1939 in, and we've got a tie game. Bossois is not happy. Let's see. There was a lot of action in the crease. I didn't really see what happened. Came from the outside. McDavid jammed. And then, yeah, I don't know. David. There's one bounce. There's a second bounce. It's a loose puck. No, that's a good goal. Nugent Hopkins banged it home. I can't see them arguing that one, but I didn't see the other one until the replay. So we have a tie game. Oh, a little lag spike here, but Edmonton's got it. In the Winnipeg zone. Definitely came out with the fire they wanted. DeMello sends it up. Breaks in through the zone. Lowry's fighting behind. Ehlers sends it around. Stastny's fighting for it. And it looks like it's offside. And they're calling that 2 shots on that goal. I would say 2. McDavid got... I'll see. I don't know if McDavid's went in, or was it full shot. Oh. Looks like Russell hit the Ehlers and hurt him. Looks like his arm got caught. Puljujärvi was right there to bang it in if it didn't get knocked in by Nuge. Alright, so Edmonton trying to work it out of their own zone, and they get turned around. Back in their own zone. A D-to-D pass and they break out. To the 4th line. I don't know many of these guys. I have to look. Look up a half of these guys. Shot from the corner. Neal tries to misdirect it, but it goes into the corner. Winnipeg's got it. Oh, Edmonton stole it, and McDavid got a good couple whacks at it. The last person you want left wide open to have a couple whacks at the puck is McDavid. Now McDavid's working from the point. Tries to move. Circles around behind the net. Back to the point. Nurse has got it. Back to McDavid. McDavid's got it through the middle. Still got it. sends it back to the other point, down deep. Neal sends it around behind the net. McDavid manages to get it again. Drops it to Nurse. Nurse sends it in deep. Bears got it. Chips it out to the point. It's kept in at the point there, and wow, Brossoit saved that. And McDavid had a 3/4 open net, and he missed it, which is not something you can say very often. And I think that was the tying shot. They haven't put up the 16th shot yet, but I believe that's what it was. So one shot there, two shots there. He passed it. I thought he shot it. He actually passed it to Nuge. I don't know why he didn't shoot it. He had an open net. I think McDavid had a way better chance of scoring himself if he didn't. So that's why it is only 15 shots there. It's because I thought McDavid shot it. He's one of the few players like that that's so he'd rather pass it than score himself. Alright, Edmonton working it through the neutral zone. And it looks like it got chipped up into the Winnipeg zone. I'm going to have to look at that. Edmonton. It's a final 38-24. Kansas City wins. Well, let's see. NHL teams. Oilers. What the heck is on that line? Where's the roster? Archibald. Archibald's 15. And Shore. Archibald and Shore are the two guys I didn't know. Okay, so they're fighting in the corner. Lowry. It sneaks away. Russell gets a point from the shot. They try and misdirect it. I think it did get tipped, but it does get saved. Now Winnipeg knocks it out to center. They chip it in. Lowry knocks it back to Appleton. Appleton swings it back to the point. A little give and go with the D-man, but it's a little out of his reach. So now they're behind the net. Tries the wraparound, and oh my god, they got a chance here, but somehow Koskinen is the one that comes up with it. That was a good little flurry. A good little flurry of action, especially for Koskinen, who has not seen any action yet in this period. There we are. Sorry, I'm trying to do this Streamlabs thing at the same time, but I'll try and just do it during the commercials. Maybe I'll wait till the intermission, and then I might have to drop the stream to add the Twitch address and stuff too. But if it's too complex, I might just leave it for the next stream, which will be tomorrow. I try and do these every night. Oh, Edmonton with a good chance. It's got the Darnell or the Draisaitl line out there, and Winnipeg breaks out. Ehlers has it across the line, tries to send it across to Stastny. It's back to the point. Stastny's got it in the corner. Kopp gets knocked down in the center, and now Edmonton's breaking out. Draisaitl's got it. It's kind of haphazardly backhands it down, and Winnipeg easily gets that back out, and now they're crossing center. It's trying to go wide, circles back, again doubles back. He was going to go to the D, but then he turned around again and has lost the puck. And here comes the Oilers. Nurse climbs the line. We got McDavid flying around in the corner, but he's not able to get it to him. Winnipeg's now breaking out, and they shoot it down into the corner. Bears got it, backhands it up to the line and out. Winnipeg shoots it right back in, rattles around. Koskinen tries to play it but can't get there in time. Nurse has got it in the bottom corner, centering pass to McDavid with speed, and he gets absolutely he gets just destroyed. The poor guy, he can't even touch the puck without, like, I'm sure that'll be interference. Paul Maurice is not happy. Let's see that. Yeah, actually McDavid went down very easy there. Yeah, I don't understand the penalty there. McDavid, got a little lucky there. Got a little. I mean, he's probably not gotten that called 10 times, and he's gotten it called where it wasn't deserved. So I'm sure it goes well. But now McDavid's hounding Kopp, as Kopp sends it deep. Koskinen stops behind his own net. And now Nugent Hopkins passes it back up to McDavid with speed, goes over the blue line. He's in on alone. A shot, and Brossoit sends it into the corner. DeMello and Yamamoto are fighting, but it does get outside the zone. Nurse is going to circle back, sends it over to McDavid at center. McDavid crosses the line, drops to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins gives it right back, and 3 guys go to McDavid and opens it up the side, and that beat the goalie, but the defenseman stopped it. I'm going to have to see who that was. I actually don't know if we've seen Morrissey since that he took that slap shot from Nurse at the end of the first. We'll have to check on that, but it was definitely not him. It looks like it was number 2. Nurse, or Draisaitl tries to get a shot. Now it's back to Nurse. Nurse sends it over to Nuge. Back to Nurse. Shot from the point. Nuge sends it over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl back to the point. Nurse has got it. Sends it to the side. Back behind the net to McDavid. McDavid working out of the corner. Back to the point. Over to Draisaitl at the high slot. Back to Nurse. Over to McDavid at the other high slot. That's like the Ovechkin spot, if you know what I'm talking about. And it is like 4 guys are on the ice, and they're going to have to whistle it down. It is under that mass of humanity. I see Lowry, I see Nugent Hopkins. It was quite a pile of people. Right here, yes, it should have gone in. Stanley saved it. Alright, let's go see who that is. Number 27. No, I swear it's not 27. That's the English. I should have known that. I'm gonna have to look. Damn it. DDD is not Pollock. It's Stanley. Stanley. Not Stasny. Stanley. Alright, we got 4 seconds left in the power play. And it is officially over. Bears got it at the point. Sends it around behind. Neal sends it back to the point, over to Bear. And it is blocked. But they keep it in. Keeping the pressure on. The shots are 22-18. I will adjust. Since they're quite far off now. As Edmonton, this power play has been quite good for Edmonton. And it is icing. So that's not going to help the cause. They're going to have to go all the way back. And they are not going to get a change. And they are probably really tired. Welcome to Prime Love. We have the screen. Alright. Would change some things, but I don't know. That's the dashboard. There we are. So yes, now I will be able to go on to both Twitch and YouTube starting for my next one. I need Draisaitl on yellow score for fantasy. Well, I can't see Draisaitl not scoring for an extended period of time. That guy has just got so much skill. Yamamoto's having himself a year too. Alright, when Edmonton has to regroup, comes back to the own line and sends it in deep. Nugent Hopkins gets stopped, but gets the puck back, and now he fires it in deep. McDavid fighting along the boards, and it's gonna pop free, and it came near the line but not quite out. McDavid chips it deep into the corner, and Cassian gets I would say cross-checked from behind, but it wasn't a penalty, so I guess it wasn't. And there is Morrissey. So that's the first time I've seen Morrissey since he took that shot from Draisaitl. Now Scheifele's coming over the line, drops it back. Give and go to Scheifele, and Koskinen with a neat little poke check to stop that, but Nurse gives it away, and Winnipeg has got it. Connors takes a shot from an angle. Scheifele tried to tip it, but it goes wide. Nurse knocks Scheifele down, and they get it out. Winnipeg will have to tag up, and Nurse comes around the side, hands it over to Bear. Bear sends it up, and it is knocked back out, and he sends it right back in, but they should have time because Edmonton had to tag up. Looks like that Shore line is out again. Alright. Panik pretty much almost gives it away there, but they managed to recover. Now Panik's got it again, and he shoots it up the side. Edmonton now controls it in their own zone. Russell's got it, and he sends it back to his defensive partner, who I can't see, but it's up to Draisaitl, up the middle. Passes it off. Shot, and it is blocked. It goes to the point, and a shot from the point is bouncing around. Goalie had no idea where it was. Well, in the corner, there's your Yamamoto sends it around. Back to the point. Nurse fires it. Again, they're just sending it around. Draisaitl's got it on the half boards. Two guys on him. And it still squeezes out to the point. Shot from the point is blocked. And Winnipeg will finally break out. It's Ehlers one-on-one. And he drops it. And that was a nice puck block there. They try and send it back out to the point, trying to send it across to Ehlers. That doesn't work. Point shot, and Stastny tries to tap it in after it hits the far boards, but he's unsuccessful. Kopp's fighting with it, Draisaitl and Larson. It sneaks out to Stastny. Larson's still on Stastny. Kopp's got it now. It's still deep in that corner. 8:07. It sneaks out, and a shot from the hash marks is easily gobbled up by Koskinen. And that was a shot by Wheeler. This is a close game. As I said, I think it all came back to that challenge. If Edmonton lost that challenge and Winnipeg got a power play being up 2-0, this isn't the game. But they were able to turn that around, and that is exactly what they needed. Alright, I don't know if I can add stream title and description. I can do that, but can I add Twitch at the same time without killing? Do the live stream. No, that's just to view it. We'll go up. We'll get another viewer for a second. Close that down. That's my live stream. No, I think I will, unfortunately, have to end this stream and start a new one to do it. So there's definitely a lot of new features here as well. It won't let me get into the editor while we're going. Dashboard. Download layout editor. Alright. Worst rule. That's a good one. Lack of rule is the instigator rule. I used to like where they no, I don't know. That's a damn good question. Worst thing is probably a shootout. I hate shootouts. That's the thing that annoys me the most, because it seems that it takes a game and then just reduces it to one aspect of the game. But that's not really a rule. Hmm. Yeah, again, I think if they didn't have that 2 minute for instigation, it would put more fear into players that they couldn't get away with hitting people like McDavid. Oh, here's a good chance. They're banging away. Yamamoto Draisaitl line is again. They're doing well, and Winnipeg's gonna have to send it all the way down the ice, which will be icing. I think they'll happily take that now. Okay, we're back at it. Nugent Hopkins got it in the corner, since it's the point. Russell tries a shot, but it goes up high, and Winnipeg manages to take it out of the zone. Connor's coming down the wing, and he will get nowhere. And the Oilers coming back. Looks like they got it in the corner, and Nugent Hopkins and two Jets, they're all fighting for it. Puljujarvi's the one that comes out with it. Bear at the point takes a shot, and it goes into the corner. McDavid's there with Nugent Hopkins, and it comes free to Nurse. Nurse sends a shot, but it doesn't quite get in, but it's still in the zone. Nurse takes another shot from the other angle, and that one goes off a man and goes dangerously near. Now Neal's got it in the corner. Two guys on him. McDavid springs it out to the point and misplays it, but it works in his habit. But finally, Winnipeg is able to clear. Nurse sends it into Bear. Bear sends it over in the middle to Cassian. Cassian to Roussel, who scores. Or is it? Turris. And that is, I believe, his first goal as an Oiler, and gives the Oilers their first lead of the game. That was a tiki-taki-toe play. And Neal's going to get a point on that one. Neal. I didn't see who that was. And Turris buries it top shelf. And there we are. Edmonton's got their first lead of the game. Good time for it. And it's almost time for another beer. And Winnipeg is looking to answer back, putting some pressure on. And Edmonton tries to, and they finally do get it out. Neal stumbled with the line a little there. Back to Roussel. Roussel hits the center and just puts it into the far corner. Cassian's going to put Chase, puts a body on the man. But Winnipeg is going to come out. Shots are 16-3 in the second period. Holy. So this has definitely been a tale of two periods. The Jets dominating the first, and Oilers dominating the second, right from the 20 seconds in when Edmonton scored. Alright, so now Winnipeg is breaking out. Across the center, puts it off the boards, gets it himself, and kind of spins himself out of control there. Now Edmonton's trying to get it out. Turris gives it over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl weaves his way through center, breaks over the blue line, and it gets corralled into the corner, and they strip the puck, and Draisaitl almost stole it, but Brossoit will cover it up. Turris just got that one. In the first period, it was number 17 Lowry got the Winnipeg goal. Let's just see here. And I think it was Nugent Hopkins got the other one, but we'll just double check here. So yeah, Lowry from Perreault and Appleton, and Nugent Hopkins from McDavid and Puljujarvi, and Turris from Kassian. On the, I think they're gonna say Turris from Kassian and Neal. Right now they don't have Neal getting an assist, but I think it's pretty clear that he will get one. And we are in a commercial break. The color changed when I went to Prime, but that's about all that seems to have changed. Once when I'm in this new, clicking on there, alert box on it. I don't want to mess with that one. Well, I am live. Yeah, I do not see way to add Twitch while live. I know where that is when you go push the go live button, but alright. This would bring the Oilers up to 6 points, and I believe that would move them into 4th. It would pass the Flames, who lost earlier today, and now it is Winnipeg zone face-off. Edmonton wins. Nurse bangs it down deep. Tries to wrap around from behind the net, and it looks like Nugent Hopkins has got it. Sends it back deep behind the net, but that one's going to go around. Connor's going to misplay the puck, and that's not a good thing when McDavid's on the ice. Now it's back to Nurse at the point, who sends it back deep. Nugent Hopkins has got it in the corner. Still has it. Sends it out to the point. Bear shoots, and it is blocked. And another Winnipeg Jet is hurt from blocking a shot, and they're going to blow a whistle. He is really hurt. That's Connor, and he is down. I don't like to see that. That was a shot. I don't know if he took that enough. He's pointing at his, or he's taking his helmet off, but I don't know. He's also doubled over. Like, I don't know if it was a. He took it. Let's see. We'll see. Oh, collarbone. He took it in the collarbone. Oh my. That hurts. That's gonna hurt. And they will probably still have the face-off deep in the Edmonton zone. And Winnipeg wins it and brings it out. They're going to send it deep down into the zone. Lowry's going to give chase. Neal lays a hit on Stastny. Perot gets it and sends it back to the point. Morrissey sends a shot in from the point, and Lowry's fighting for it. Stastny sends it back to Lowry. Looks like Wheeler's in there fighting for it too. And it is. No, sorry, that's Appleton, not Wheeler. And back to the point. A shot up high on Koskinen, big rebound, but Edmonton manages to get the puck and clear the zone. Cassian and Turris are fighting at center. Neal's also in the area, but it goes deep. Winnipeg now sends a headman pass, but it does not connect, and that's most likely. Oh, it didn't cross. Had a weird bounce off the board, so it didn't actually officially cross the line. And now we have a whistle, and the dejected look on his face. Yamamoto's, is that penalty, or is he just pissed that he didn't make a play on it? We have 2 minutes 11 seconds left. No, I think he's just mad that it was offside. So we have another commercial break, and I am gonna run and grab another beer. I will be right back. Alright, let's check the editorial scoreboard while we're at it here. So, Minnesota has got an empty net with a minute 29 seconds left. They're trailing 4-3, trying to tie it. Every other game besides this one's a final. So, Pittsburgh was able to beat the Rangers. Dallas hung on to beat Nashville, and LA did beat St. Louis 6-3. And the Ducks beat Colorado. It's just, I would say, surprising. I mean, the Avs are 3-3-0. I wouldn't have called that. And they're actually tied with the Ducks, who are 2-2-2, which is also 6 points. Oh, that's crazy. Not the start I was expecting for. Yeah, it's not the start I was expecting for the Oilers, though, either. So Winnipeg's got control in the zone. Taking a shot. It does look like they got a... Oh, and Nurse is angry. Wheeler tried to get the puck that was underneath him, and he was not having that. Yeah, I think Edmonton managed to get a penalty while we were gone there. Because it looks like they only got 4 men. I only went in there once, but I could understand that once is still painful. But that is hockey. You're gonna expect. Ooh. Sorry about that. Grab the overlay. Oh, nice. Jake Getzel. 100th goal. That is definitely an achievement. Morrissey sends it up, and they're gonna go back. 47 seconds left in the penalty. 56 seconds left in the period. Shots. Oh, 21. They did manage to get a couple. Finally. they're just getting turned back. This is not a good power play for the Jets. If it was a dream scenario for the Jets, they'd be scoring just before they went into the dressing room here, but this is not. Alright, now they finally gained the zone. They've got it at the point. Point to point pass. Deep pass. Back to the point. Ponix got it and a shot finally, but it's handled. They do control the rebound. Walk the line. And they send it back to the shot. The hash marks. Back to the point. Ponix with a shot. It is wide and the net is totally off the borings, and that honestly was very lucky for the Oilers. Koskinen had a stick on his back. Ethan Bear's got a little bit of a shitty grin on his face. It may have, I don't know who else was there with him to help cause it, but I don't know. Lowry's just on the ground, but it was his lower half of the body hit it as well. Seconds left. And the penalty is over. Edmonton wins the face-off and sends it down the ice, and that's going to end the second period. There we are. That's a whole bunch of widget themes. I think I'll stick with what I got for now. I always like to change defunct one. Well, I liked the Hartford Whalers, but I can't think that they had a lot of good players going on. I mean, Quebec Nordiques would be the most obvious because they went on to win the Stanley Cup the next year as Colorado. But I don't know. I saw that, so I don't know if I've revived that because I was very young, but I did see that. Now let's see something older than that. I didn't get to appreciate Lemieux uninjured, but that's not a defunct team. But that would be awesome to watch an uninjured Lemieux. I didn't really. The original Jets were Hartford, as I said, Hartford Whalers didn't really have a great team. I'm trying to think of other defunct teams. The original Atlanta, the Thrashers. No, because we still got the Jets. I don't know. Most of the defunct teams that have happened recently became expansion teams, so it wasn't really that you got lost. And because it wasn't my team, it wasn't horrible. The biggest one was probably Quebec because of the way they just got all the pieces in place. Besides, I don't think, yeah, Waugh didn't join till Colorado, so they had basically all the pieces in place besides Waugh, and then they went there and won. So that's probably the defunct team, but I don't think I do it at the expense of the Kraken because I think, these expansion teams used to be a joke. You'd be like, oh my god, 4 or 5 teams, but the way they have done it now, and the way Las Vegas just got off the blocks flying, I'm excited to see Seattle. I'm also excited to without COVID restrictions. Hopefully, we can go back to inter-country leagues or divisions. I'd love to see Vancouver actually have a true rival. I think a Seattle Vancouver rivalry will be good for both markets. I think Vancouver has a good rivalry with Calgary and with Edmonton, but it's not the rival you would think of. Whereas I think this would be their own. It would be the Boston Toronto, which seems to be the rivalry right now with the last couple. Well, pretty one-sided, but you know what I mean. Traditionally, it would probably be Boston and Montreal, and I think rivalries are good for the game. So the more we get, the better. I also think the playoff format is better with with an even 32 teams. And they're still showing highlights, still in the intermission. Yeah, that goal that did not count for Winnipeg in the first period is looming large, and it's going to be controversial. I think every Edmonton goalie or fan thinks they got it right. Every Winnipeg fan thinks they got it wrong. And as a fan of neither, I'm surprised that it was enough to overturn the call on the ice. But one way or the other, it was a game changer. The TSN Turning Point, not a sponsor. Though that is what I am watching. Oh, looks like San Jose was able to add an empty netter, and that is a 5-3 final. So it just comes up a little short. Who's ripping it up in points right now? I would not have called Bo Horvat with 5 goals leading league. And Besser with 4. You're telling me 2 players from the Canucks are in the top 5 and they suck that bad. I'm not surprised by Toffoli. And again, Quinn Hughes is, and Hobart. Wow, yeah, I'm in there, right up in there. Tyler Myers, though, for the Canucks is also leading league in penalty minutes with 23, so that's not necessarily the best. I love how they're keeping track of gaming and goals like a week into the season. 3 people have 2, and the rest of the league have 1. Well, not the rest of the league, but you know what I mean. Same with shorthanded goals. The highest is 1. So let's see how many people have 1. No. Oh, why did they change it? Shorthanded goal, there it is. Not that many, I guess. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 14 people tied with 1. Still just yapping. Well, it's going to be an interesting Super Bowl. I don't know if even Brady can stop Mahomes at this point. He's looking good. He doesn't look like, at first I wondered maybe money change hands to get him cleared from his concussion, but no, he looked on the money, which is scary because he's so young. He's going to be dominating the league for quite a while now. I am a free-floating NFL fan. I don't really. I'd say Seattle's probably my closest thing to my team, but I'll cheer for anyone. I love the underdogs. I think this will be a good Super Bowl, though. Oh, let's see. I always like Torts because he's so emotional. Let's see. Not usually a big, huge fan of actual coaches. I used to like Pat Quinn. Uh, yeah, never been a huge coach fan. Trying to think the Detroit coach in the late '90s too. I liked him. I can't remember his name. They're gonna have to Google. Oh, that's what will bug me. I guess putting Red Wings helps. Scotty Bowman, yes. Yeah, otherwise that would have bothered me if I couldn't think of his name. But for current, yeah, I'd say probably Torts. There's a lot of younger ones right now, so I haven't really got to know a lot of them. There's like the purge of all the ones that we're kind of doing, being too mean. I don't know how when all that shit went down, or all that stuff, sorry, went down, that Tortorella was scot-free out of all the coaches. I think it's because he just says everything bad he says it just as much in front of the camera as he does to the coaches. I don't know. They always, every single marquee poster here's got like Brady versus Mahomes. It's never really that way though. It's not a direct competition. Who can stop who? I think that's what that game's going to be about. Can the Chiefs' defense stop Brady more times than the Buccaneers' defense can stop Mahomes? It'll be whoever blinks first. It could be a really high scoring game, I think. I think if Mahomes was a single threat quarterback, no problem. The Bucks have it, as they showed with Aaron Rodgers. But Mahomes is, you don't know. Is he going to throw? Is he going to run? Is he going to hand off? It's triple threat. His run game is insane. Probably the second best running quarterback. And obviously, I'm giving Lamar Jackson best running, but I don't think Lamar Jackson's passing game is anywhere close to. I'm not even going to say Mahomes because Mahomes is insane. Like, he's not even. He's an average quarterback throwing, but maybe even a bit below average quarterback throwing. It's like Cam Newton, that kind of player. Really an amazing running quarterback. And when a throw is needed, he can make it. But wouldn't count on it every time. Oh, come on. Let's get this game going again. Second straight trip to the Super Bowl. Damn right. As well as it. Just seems that is everywhere, no matter where I go. I don't mean to keep bringing the football up, but I think the Bills have a bright future. Looks like they're taking the ice again. Let's jump around. Alright, and we are ready for the face-off. And it is won by Edmonton, who swings it deep into the Winnipeg zone. And Winnipeg comes right back out. It looks like it's Connor, so obviously he's doing a lot better after that collarbone shot, because he's on the ice right away. Nurse with a backhand pass, trying to get it out, but it's back behind the net. Bears fighting. McDavid's in the zone. He just comes and takes the puck. He's got one hand off his stick in one hand on the other guy's stick, but it's McDavid, he gets away with that. Panik kicks it out, and Nugent Hopkins chips it up to McDavid, who's got a quick break, but he's on his offhand. Circles around behind the net, and gives it back to the point. The point shoots it around. It's a little too far for McDavid, and it's in the far corner. Winnipeg now has control behind their own net. And now they bring it across the line, and from a sharp angle, Stastny tests Koskinen early. Now Lowry's got it at the point, sends it around, and it is just kept in by Morrissey and chipped into the corner by Draisaitl into his own corner. But now Draisaitl's down. Kopp is fighting for it, sends it to the blue line across to Morrissey, who takes a shot from the point, and it's off the boards. And now it swings down to Ehlers. Ehlers has it near the point, coming to the hash marks, takes a shot, gets his own rebound, tries to bank it back off Koskinen, but it will lead to a breakout. And it's two Oilers on one. They get it across, and big save by Brossoit. Big rebound. Neal comes in, and another big save by Brossoit. He covers up this time, and we will have a whistle. Alright, so shots for 24. And let's see. I think you're going to go credit for the Oilers for two there, too. Yep. Just wanted to make sure before I officially changed it. And Winnipeg wins the draw and sends it up. And it looks like it chipped up into the Edmonton's bench. So with 18:01, we will have another whistle. And this one looks like it is on the center ice dot. Lowry gets kicked out. And Winnipeg still manages to win the draw. Pass across, and that one's going to go all the way down the ice, but it's right on Koskinen, who has to be sharp. And now Winnipeg is fighting for it in the corner. They try and chip it out front again, but it is knocked back into the corner by Edmonton. And it's put towards the net, but Cassian will circle around with it and finally break out. Tried to send it across to Neal, but it's stripped, and now Lowry's going to come back in, passes it across to the center. Appleton tries to make a move, but he is just muscled. It makes it to the point, but not out yet, and now it is out. Winnipeg has to tag up. They are tagged up, and it looks like Wheeler's trying to do a spin move through the center. He's fighting for it, and it looks like a little fun in the corner, but a shot comes out, and again, Koskinen makes the save. Winnipeg's just peppering him right now, though. Wheeler's got it in the corner again too, and he takes another shot. That's going to bounce off into the corner. It goes to the point, and now Winnipeg's breaking again, and another shot. Koskinen can just not corral these rebounds, and Winnipeg is the one that keeps coming up with them. Finally, Neal chops it out to center ice, and Edmonton will change. Morrissey sends it up. They're going to try and get in there quick, but McDavid guides them off to the corner. They send it in deep. Edmonton starts from behind their own net, sends it back, and Bear's got it at his own hash marks, sends it up to center. He makes a move at center, but gives it right to the Winnipeg D. Perreault sends it back, or Scheifele sends it back, and now they send it across to Connor. Connor crosses center and tips it in over the blue line. Edmonton then takes over control, and it is McDavid up to Nugent Hopkins, who puts it into the corner. Brossoit stops behind the net, but McDavid is right on Panik's behind, and out the puck comes. Panik again takes the return pass, breaks the blue line, and sends it in deep and curls off. Now Yamamoto's got it. He sends it up. It is intercepted intended for Draisaitl, and Ehlers is going to try and come back in a skate, but it does make it into the Edmonton zone. But then they send it right back out, and this one's going to go all the way down the ice, but it's not icing, so Brossoit comes out to play it. Kopp sends it across, and they're going to dump it in deep. Kopp's going to try and get in there. He does, and it comes to the point, and they get a shot, but it is blocked in traffic, and Roussel will bring it out. Brossoit stops behind his own net, and they set up. An out, passed across to Morrissey, and then right back, and they break the blue line, but it is offside, and they are arguing. How's it going, guys? Thanks for joining us. It looks like the Jets are now up to 27 shots. And this is a game. It has swung back and forth. Hey, he was out on a shift earlier. Oh, I definitely think McDavid's better than Morrissey. I mean, I like Morrissey and all, but he's no McDavid. Yeah, I didn't think he was injured. Lowry sends it up to the point. They get a shot screened, but it does not get him on. I like those three. Oh, he just Lowry just pushed his the Edmonton D right into Koskinen. That was great. They backhanded it, and Koskinen hands it off to Bear. Bear's got it behind his own net. He's waiting for a change. And there's Kyle Connor right in front of the net, staring Koskinen down. So Bear is just still sitting behind his net. They have to circle again. He finally puts it off to Nurse, but they do give it away. Maybe they're fighting for it. Nugent Hopkins has it in center. He sends it in. Panik now curls. He's got McDavid on it over to Connor. Connor's got it through center, and Winnipeg breaks in and sends it into the corner. Koskinen guides it there. And looks like Edmonton breaks in, but it's offside. They're going to have to tag up, and Winnipeg's going to break out again. 12:58 left. Shots are now 30-28. And they send it around, and it looks like that will be icing. And it's going to come all the way back to the Winnipeg zone. Yes, this is quite the game. It would not be good for Edmonton if Winnipeg wins this. They need to win more. Anyway, Winnipeg is going to break out. But his pocket is picked, and Yamamoto is coming breaking in on the side, and he gets it knocked off his stick, has to curl back. And he's going to intercept it along the boards, though, and send it in deep. Nurse is going to send it around. No, sorry, that's Draisaitl, 29. And it's going to go out to the point, and Edmonton just keeps it in, and they're going to send it all the way around. And that's where Kopp gets it, but Draisaitl's stick is causing issues, and it stays in. Edmonton still controlling the play in the zone. It is loose puck behind the net, and it looks like Winnipeg's finally going to break out here. There is 11 minutes and 53 seconds left. Winnipeg gains the zone, takes a shot, Koskinen saves it. Another shot from the other point, and that one goes through traffic. It hits a couple people, does not make it through to Koskinen, and it gets backhanded down, but not far enough for icing. Winnipeg's going to turn back. Blake Wheeler's been playing really well this season. He's looking tougher than last season too. I think he looks. like he's gonna have a good year, I believe. Winnipeg circling back, sends it in deep. Koskinen stops it behind his own net, fires it up around the boards, and it's gonna get to the point and out. Neal has it go through his legs, and Winnipeg sends it deep. Cassian chips it out, and now Neal turns and flips it. Now it's going all the way down. Morrissey's going to settle it. Or not, sorry. Forrest, I thought that was 44. Lowry sends it up to the blue line. They break the zone, but that's about it, and it comes right back out. Now they try the other side. A shot from the side, and Koskinen has gloved it, and he's going to hold on. And it looks like 31-20, or 31-30, I think. That should be the 30th shot. But they're going to go to commercial break. Yes, I think all of Winnipeg has been playing very well, especially through the unknown that was the Line A experience. I was a little concerned when he kind of went out after the first game because he was so instrumental in them beating the Flames, but then they managed to keep it rolling with him out. But I don't think. Again, I haven't seen enough up here, Luc Dubois, to know if that trade was good. It doesn't seem to me on the surface that it's a good trade. Especially because they had to throw in, what's his name there, Roba, the other player as well. But only time will tell if trades are good. And it does look like they added James Neal onto that second period goal. I did think they would. It's pretty clear that he passed it to Cassian. And again, a 2-1 game. And you know the Winnipeg fans are going to be upset if this is the way it finishes after that high stick. Or the goalie interference called back goal. Pretty, as I said, that's pretty much when the game changed. Winnipeg was dominating, and if the goal went through, it would have been up and had a power play, but instead Edmonton made it to the dressing room and then came out flying in the second. Alright, we got the face-off incoming. Oh, I don't have the power play thing. Alright, so Edmonton won it, but Winnipeg's right on them. 10:26 remaining. Morrissey stops in the line, sends it in, but he gets bumped for his effort, and now Edmonton does clear. Try a quick lead pass, and Edmonton recovers. Scheifele hits him, knocks it loose, and now McDavid's going to take it. Quick pass, and they send it all the way down. McDavid beats everyone, but he cannot score. Wow. I don't know how. McDavid puts it out to Nugent Hopkins, who gets a shot. And now Ehlers comes out. Cobb's got it on the top. Puts it back to Ehlers. Tips it on net. That was very close. And now Edmonton's breaking out. 3-on-2 the other way. McDavid's got it inside. And he went down hard behind the net. Nurse has got it now. Sends it back out to Ethan Bear at the point. Bear sends it back down low into the corner. McDavid is back up, so there's no harm, no foul. Ehlers tips it out all the way down. Cops on Nurse, but Nurse is going to take it behind his own net. Fires it up and around the boards, but it is intercepted. Winnipeg now controls. Morrissey's got it, and the Winnipeg changes. They tip it into the zone, but that's as far as they're getting. Draisaitl's got it down in the corner, circling around behind the net, up to the top boards. And it goes across. I think that went out. It did went out, and that is going to be an offside. So it is still 2-1. And that tip on Koskinen is going to be another great save. That's, oh my god, didn't we just come back from commercial? That's going to be remembered if Edmonton wins, is one of the reasons of why they did win. Great save. So we got 8:56 remaining in the third. Well, Edmonton really needs to close this out. They need these 2 points. Winnipeg wants to keep rolling. These matchups are only going to get more and more heated. It's been very calm tonight. There's been a couple little shovies after the whistle, but nothing major. Thanks for everyone for coming by and hanging out. Hope you're enjoying the game too. It's great Sunday night game after some great football. If you're not a Green Bay or Bills fan, then not such a great game. But the other town scoreboard, Chicago did beat Detroit 6-2. Buffalo took the shootout but beat Washington 4-3. Vegas beat Arizona 1-0. Toronto beat Calgary 3-2. New Jersey beat the Islanders 2-0. The Rangers fell to Pittsburgh 3-2. Dallas was on top of Nashville 3-2. LA doubled St. Louis 6-3. San Jose added an empty netter to take a 5-3 win over Minnesota, and Anaheim took out the Colorado Avalanche 3-1. Some somewhat shocking results, I'd say. And some of them. I'm definitely surprised by the Anaheim one. I guess that one is the biggest one. And the Chicago 6-2, is that their second win now? Yes. So they've kind of turned it around. They started very slow. Alright. Oh, sorry, missed the shot there. Winnipeg got a quick shot off the draw. And from the point, and Koskinen flashed the letter. Lowry was right there if there was a rebound. It was Morrison with the shot. So, quick one. And the shots are actually tied 32 now. But I will change that in a sec. Morrissey again, shot from the point. Koskinen had trouble with that, and they're going to say high sticking. Is that a high sticking penalty against Winnipeg in the offensive zone? It sure does look like it. That is... Yeah, they're showing Paul Maurice, and he's just shaking his head. God, you hope that's not. No, it was just a high stick, as in, oh, thank God. Alright, so now Winnipeg won the draw, pushed it deep, Bears got it. Nugent Hopkins now has it along the boards, and it gets chipped out of center. Winnipeg's got control at their own blue line. Fired in deep on Koskinen. Koskinen decides to hold on to it. Playing it safe. And why wouldn't you? Oh, that would actually be 33 now for them. So we're going to have a face-off. Looks like to the left of Koskinen. Oh, that's to the right. Alright, Winnipeg tips it back to the point. They get a shot in, but it is blocked. It's not getting through. It's jammed up through the center, but again, Winnipeg manages to bring it back in. And they head it back to the point. D to D pass. They try a shot, but it kind of works its way behind the net. They're fighting for it, two of each team. Shifley and looks like Nugent Hopkins is going to come up with it. Puts it up high. Bouncing around, loose near the Winnipeg blue line. 7:31 left. McDavid's got it, backhands it up to Nugent Hopkins. Now McDavid's got it coming through the center. And he puts it back to the defenseman. They try a shot, but it just bounces in weakly. Now Ehlers is going to turn up ice. Comes in over the blue line. Circles round wide the net. Circling back up to his own blue line. Sends a shot in now, and it is harmless, and Edmonton is now going to come out with it. They break the center line, shoot it in deep, they're going to go for a change. Kassian fighting in there and gets the puck away. And then now it's going to go back around to the top end of the corners for Winnipeg. And Kassian now has it in the bottom corner. They're just sending it back and forth around the boards. Neal to Kassian. Back to Kassian behind the net. Who's going to send it behind the net to Neal. Who's going to try to come out on a wraparound, but that gets stuffed. Winnipeg is really trapped in their own zone here. It gets to the line, but not out. A shot, it is blocked. Winnipeg is finally going to flip it up to the center ice area, where they pass it across. Ehlers comes in over the blue line, puts a pass across to Stastny. Oh, am I behind? 2-2, there it is! And they score! Ehlers, right? Very nice. We have a game. They are putting on the pressure, and there it was. Wicked. Yeah, it breaks into the center, throws it into the corner, and the centering pass just comes right out front and 5-hole on Koskinen. And we're looking at a time game. Yeah, we've got a game. Awesome. You could tell it, eh? Or you could feel it in the air. Things were changing. And now they're going right into the zone again. And it's deep in the Edmonton zone. Nurse had his man pinned up against the board, and there's a whistle. And Nurse is bitching. I assume that means it is him that's heading to the box. This could be huge. Everything was already in Winnipeg's favor, and then now they go and give him a power play. That was not a wise move. So we're back to a commercial break, but Winnipeg will have the power play when we come back. This is definitely turning into a game. I'll update these now that got a chance. Edmonton only got 33 shots. I definitely think Winnipeg owned the first period, Edmonton owned the second, and kind of looks like the same things happened here, except this period split. Edmonton did really good in the first half of the third. Now Winnipeg is coming on strong. I really don't want them to go to overtime. That would be my only hope. I mean, if they do, they do, but it wouldn't be ideal. So yes, it was Ehlers from Stastny and Gup. That's Ehlers' fourth. He's doing quite well. All right. And we are back. Nurse tried to throw the towel on the camera, but it did not work. Oh, yeah. He did pull his leg right out from under him. So Edmonton wins the face-off. And will shoot it down the ice. Winnipeg is 0 for 1 so far. They only had the one shot. It was earlier in this period. It was not a very good power play. So let's hope they can improve. Connor breaking out. Sends it into the center and back to Morrissey at the point. Winnipeg setting up. Shifley's got it on the near boards. And they're going to send it around to the high boards. Back to Morrissey in the center slot. Shifley down. Back to Shifley. Back down. I believe that's Wheeler down there. Shifley sends it back up on the boards. Morrissey takes it and then sends it right back to him. They send it across. They score! And there they are. We got a 3-2 game. That was tic-tac-toe. Yeah, I think so. I think that is game. We'll see. Edmonton needs to show some fight. Otherwise, I mean, there's still a lot of game, but the way the last couple minutes have gone for the Oilers is not good. Yeah, Wheeler put it off. Someone is Cassian? No, Roussel put it off Roussel into his own net. So back to that guy asking if Blake Wheeler's playing good. Yes, I know he's not here anymore. All right, so McDavid's trying to break in here. 4:41 left, and we have got a game. Sends it back up to the point. Edmonton tries a shot from far. It bounces up high, but the Winnipeg manages to keep it behind the net. They send it back out to the point. A far shot again. Morrissey blocks it. It doesn't get through. Panik sends it up, bounces it off the board. That's going to be down the ice, but it's on the net, so Koskinen has to play it. 4:12 remaining. Edmonton's trying to break out. Ehlers is on him. Kopp throws a stick in the lane, makes them turn back. They get as far as the blue line and get turned back. But the puck is gloved down, and now Draisaitl does bring it into the zone. Crosses through center, and Winnipeg immediately sends it out, but this time it is from too far, and with 3 minutes and 48 seconds, we are going to have an icing. Get rid of that. Oh, yes. It's just, whereas earlier in the game, things were going the Oilers' way, like that goal. You see there where a guy puts it in his own net. What's my most hated player? I don't hate people like I used to anymore, but when I was a kid, Chris Chelios. Oh my God, that guy. Oh, I hated him because Chicago put the Flames out of the playoffs on numerous occasions. I don't know. Now I respect all the troublemakers so much. Because I think it takes so much balls to do it. I know a lot of people like hate Marchand and stuff, but I hate when he's licking people and doing things outside the game. But oh, there we go. Edmonton scored too. Looks like it was McDavid to Yamamoto, maybe. I didn't see. But now we are a tie game. See, the game's not over yet. So Draisaitl. He got tripped up. That's what the delayed penalty was. Got it over to McDavid. McDavid sends it over, and Yamamoto just lifts it just high enough over the pad. And yeah, this is crazy. We definitely chose a good game tonight. This is like the other. I did the Vancouver Montreal, the first of the three, and it was just insane back and forth. I mean, every time it was Vancouver scoring and Montreal coming back, but all right, when Edmonton gets a quick shot, and Oswald's gonna cover, and they're now at 35, 37 for Winnipeg. Alright, so McDavid is going to take the draw deep in the Winnipeg zone, and he's going to win it, take it back to the line himself, and it is now in the corner. They're working it out, cycling it back down into the corner. McDavid's got it behind the net, sends it back out to Nurse at the point. Nurse then sends it back to, he's trying to hit, looked like Nugent Hopkins behind, but it got cut off. Now McDavid's got it. sends it back to the point to Bear. Bear tries a shot, but it's deflected into the corner, and Winnipeg will flip it up and out. Comes down near center, bouncing puck, and they take advantage. Lowry comes in on the backhand and is denied by Koskinen. Now we got Nugent Hopkins breaking out, and that 2-on-1 was blocked. He gets a shot through traffic. Bossois saves it, and they flip it out. And I have a feeling that there may be a Winnipeg penalty coming up. And it does look like it. Wow, the game is ebbing and flowing now. Holy. Yeah, Edmonton power play. Looks like. I think it was. Oh wow, no, that's not what I thought it was. Looks like Puljujarvi ate a whole bunch of lumber from DeMello, and those are ones you can't argue. It looks like the stick was in between the visor and the visor and his face. So looks like Edmonton is also taking a timeout here at this critical juncture. This is the most important power play of the game, and I don't believe Edmonton. I believe they only have one power play goal on the year, so it really has not been a strong point for a team that had the #1 power play in the league last year. Timeout's over. We got 2 minutes and 3 seconds left. 2 minutes of that game clock will be power play. Edmonton wins the face-off and starts to set up. Neal's got it beside the net, tries to chop it, jumps up like he thinks it's a basketball jump shot, but bats it to Winnipeg, and it goes all the way down the ice. Nurse is going to take it from Koskinen behind the net. He brings it out past the blue line, and then they cycle it back to McDavid, who's coming up with full speed, breaks the line, sends it back to Draisaitl at the point. As they settle down, Nurse over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl takes a shot. Winnipeg gets the rebound and sends it back down the ice. We got a minute 20 left in the power play. Minute 21 left in the game. Draisaitl fakes a slow move inside, then goes quickly to the outside. McDavid pinches on the boards to keep it alive. Now it's deep into the corner. McDavid's on the point. Sends it to Nurse. McDavid works it in low. Just misses the net. 51 seconds left. They try to get it to McDavid, but he is knocked down, and Winnipeg sends it the length of the ice again, and we're down to 45 seconds. We got time for another rush or two. Alright, I will definitely do that. Oh, there was a Puljujarvi. He did a sneaky move, and they just got enough of him that almost, if they weren't already short-handed and near the end of the game, that may have been a penalty as well. And he is not happy with himself, but he came through with some speed, and yeah, maybe it's just the way he got bumped on the hip. It wasn't as bad as it looked in the replay, but he had some speed, and he's upset that he didn't finish that off. So we're down to 31 seconds. 27 in the power play. Edmonton wins again. These offensive zone face-off wins are huge. Nugent Hopkins in the close corner. Puts back out to the point to Nurse. Nurse back down to Nugent Hopkins. Back to Nurse. Nurse fakes a shot. Sends it over to McDavid. Back to Nurse. Nurse to Nuge. Nuge takes the shot. Oh, it went over the net. McDavid puts back to Nurse. Back to McDavid. McDavid's deking in. He tried to send a pass across, but it gets blocked. And now they score. They score with seconds left. I think that was Draisaitl. Who was that? Oh man, heartbreak. Heartbreak in Winnipeg. There's zeros on the clock. It was Puljujarvi. Right now it's I don't know. We're gonna have to look at that. It does say when they showed the time, it said there were zeros on the clock, but I wasn't exactly watching the time when the goal went in. So, Alright, so Nurse put it to McDavid. He lost it, but he got it out front. And Puljujarvi tapped it in. But I heard the horn, but I think the horn went after. I definitely think the horn went after the puck went in. 1.21. 8.8. Yeah, it's in with like 0.8 of a second left. Wow. What a finish for the Oilers. They almost choked in the third there. In fact, I thought for a while it was over. But it is officially a final now. And the Oilers will move past the Flames for fourth in the North. Yes, that was a very great game. I would probably like to do a whole video maybe on ranking the Canadian teams, but I do think it's probably quickly like Montreal, Toronto, Winnipeg, Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver, Ottawa. Rough. But things can change because I would have probably put Edmonton lower before this. But beating Winnipeg is a good thing for them, not a good thing. And I'm really glad it didn't go to overtime, as I said, because as a fan of the Flames, it would have given them both points. So thanks everyone for coming by and checking it out. If you're new, definitely like, and I have my other username at the bottom for my YouTube, but right now I've been doing most of my videos on this channel, so just you can subscribe to the one you're watching. You guys all have yourself a great one, and I will be back tomorrow night for the game, the Winnipeg Vancouver Ottawa game. So yeah, have a great one, guys and girls.